All right, got my coffee, got my laptop. Let's get this started. Hey, what's up guys, everyone here at Monster Gadgets. Today is Tuesday, April 30th, and today we're doing a Q&A, and I will be announcing the winners for the 500 subscribers giveaway, which by the way, I think as the time of this recording, we're at like 705. So you guys are absolutely amazing. It's been a week and a half or so since we reached the 500 subscriber benchmark, and we're already over 700. Don't forget, I will do a DSLR camera giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so stay tuned for that. A lot more details, a lot more information coming up for that. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, so question number one comes from Call Me BC. What inspires you? Congratulations on 500 subs. So what inspires me? It depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm working in photography, videography, if I'm doing a project of some sort, what inspires me is to push myself to something different. So that might sound a bit like cliche, but I tend to do a lot of things over and over again, and I kind of get into my comfort zone. So every time I take on a project, I try to think outside the box and try to think of what can I do better, what can I do different than what I've previously done. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I think it helps me to grow. But I really have to push myself to do that. I tend to, again, stay kind of in my comfort zone. So I try to push myself as much as I can to be outside of the comfort zone and learn and grow and things like that. So that is Call Me BC. So thank you, Call Me BC, for your comment. Moving on, question number 2 comes from Junaid Zafar. Bro, congrats on 500 subscribers. What is your future plan for this channel? My future plan for this channel is to continue doing my tutorials, helping you guys grow, helping myself grow too. There's a lot of things I'm still learning. And I want to be able to continue doing those tutorials, but also continue doing unboxings for different products, technology. I want to be able to grow into more of like the cell phone industry and try to keep up more with the trends and what's coming out and being able to review those. And I'm hoping once my channel grows big enough, I can hopefully get into some of their earlier review programs and be able to get hands-on with those devices before they actually come out. Right now, I'm not sponsored by anyone. Any of the products that I review or present on, they're actually products that I buy for myself. I want to make sure that I continue doing that. The way I look at it is if I get sponsored by someone, I will, in full disclosure, be like, hey, yes, this video is sponsored, but still I will give my personal take on it. I don't want a channel where just because I'm sponsored by someone, I just put out all the good stuff. I want to be true, I want to be real. If something is great, I want to make sure that I relay the information to you guys. If something is not that great and I don't see myself using it, I absolutely will not recommend it. But we'll see how the channel grows. But I hope I'm able to get into that space and start reviewing products that people are actually sending me to review and give my honest opinion and not just, you know, review it and give all the good stuff. I want to continue doing the good and the bad. So that's my goal with the channel. One other thing that I also want to start doing is probably vlogging more. I did that initially, like I think 2 or 3 times, and I got away from it. But once I have a big enough channel and you guys are actually interested in what I'm doing, I want to do more vlogging, whether it's once a week, twice a week. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below if that's something that might interest you down the line. All right, question number 3. By the way, I'm going to do like 10 of these questions. I'm not going to do more than 10. So let's see. Have you ever, this comes from Two Things at Once, and I think his name is Adam. But he asks, have you ever given up on something and regretted it after? If yes, what was it? That's a good one. I don't know if I regret anything. I don't really regret a whole lot. I think things happen for a reason, and there's always, maybe we don't see the best in it at the moment, but I think everything happens for a reason. I think it kind of helps you build to wherever you are, whoever you are. But I don't know, the only thing I might regret is like not seizing the moment, you know what I mean? Like not actually capitalizing on something because you're scared to do it. And I can probably think of a number of times where I've thought about something, thought about doing something, but I don't do it because the fear of failure. I don't know if you guys can relate to that or not, but that's kind of probably my biggest regret, is maybe taking more chances. And if there's something in my mind that I want to do, just go out and do it and learn from it, versus kind of shying away from it just because of the I guess, the risk of failing. But yeah, maybe I should work on that. I think that's probably the biggest regret I have, is not capitalizing on things that I've thought about. All right, question number 4 comes from Deadly Tops 1. What struggles did you have making your YouTube channel? It's funny, actually. The struggle that I had was kind of putting myself out there and not knowing how you guys or my audience would respond. You guys, again, have shown tremendous support, and I greatly appreciate that. But my biggest fear was just being able to put content out there, not knowing what you guys would like, what you wouldn't like, and just like having some type of base. I've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys on my Instagram, so thank you so much for that. I know you guys have been commenting on my videos as well, so it helps me kind of build where this channel goes and what you guys want to see, and I want to be able to deliver on that. But also I want to do stuff that's going to make me happy doing it. I love making these videos. I love being able to do the tutorials and things like that. But at the same time, if you guys are telling me to do something and I truly don't enjoy it, then I think you guys will see it. So I don't want to have like a fake channel, or I don't want to put out content that I don't believe in myself. But I love getting your ideas, and if it's in line with really what I enjoy and what I want to do, then I want to make sure I steer the channel in that direction, or do tutorials, or do whatever to show you guys what you want to see. So the biggest struggle was just being able to start, and just having the mindset of who's going to watch my channel. And I think once you get over that, then you start really enjoying it more, and being more natural. Even if I go back and look at some of my videos, I think you can kind of see that fear like in my eyes or in my tone of voice. It's just that uncomfortable feeling of like, what if, or maybe the risk of failing. But since I've started it, I think I'm feeling a lot more comfortable being able to present to you guys, and being in front of the camera, and just putting myself out there. So that's probably the biggest hurdle, and I think that's what most people go through as well. It's just that fear of first starting out. All right, so question number 5 comes from again, by the way, I didn't say this, but full disclosure, I apologize if I'm butchering any of your guys' names. It's not my intention. I'm trying to pronounce it the best that I can. So if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Please forgive me. All right, Adik Roman asks, what's the best thing that's ever happened to you while doing your job? All right, so the best thing that's ever happened to me, I am a physical therapist. I've been in the physical therapy world for quite a while, and when I worked as a therapist, the best thing that's ever happened to me was probably treating my patients and really seeing them recover, seeing them coming in from a surgery and then not being able to walk because they've had like a knee replacement of some sort, and then rehabbing them and then actually watching them walk out of therapy. It's probably the most rewarding experience I've ever had. And then, I'll make a video separately about my career and where I've been and where I'm at now, but I transitioned out of my physical therapy world into more management work and HR, but that's probably the most satisfying job I've ever had. It's just being able to rehab people, and really when they come in after surgery, or when they come in after having a stroke of some sort, not knowing where their life is going to be, and you as a therapist helping them get back on their feet and get back to their daily activities is absolutely rewarding. So that's probably the best part of my job. Now, when I talk about photography, videography, the best part about my job is there's no like schedule. There is no constant. I mean, anytime you go into a project, anytime you go into the work that you're doing, there's always a surprise. There's always something you have to adapt to. There's no same situation that you're going to shoot. So if you're doing a wedding, a wedding of some sort, no one wedding is going to be the same as the next one. So there's always that component of a surprise, and I love that, and being able to adjust to it, adapt to it while you're going. So that's what it would be in the photography world, if you will. All right, moving on to question number 6. Do you have any siblings? This comes from Ariana M. Do you have any siblings? And if so, how many? Yes, I do have siblings. I've got an older sister who is 3 years older than me. And then I've got a younger brother who is 5 years younger than me. So I am the middle child, and both my siblings live in Michigan. I currently live in Illinois. So yes, I do have siblings. All right, moving on to question number 7. This comes from XX Gamer Games XXYT. Has anything bad or good happened to you while not filming? There's probably a lot of bad things that has happened to me while not filming. Most recent one being I got into a car accident 6 months ago almost. Yeah, back in September. So I was coming back from work, and some lady rear-ended me, and I was at a standstill. She was probably coming 35, 40 miles per hour. She rear-ended me, and I ended up getting a concussion. That's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, because I'm still basically recovering from it. I'm going to physical therapy, and this week actually is my last week from therapy. So kudos to my therapist, Lisa, at Athletico Physical Therapy, for helping me get back on my feet. Even though I am, a therapist by background myself, but she didn't know that, and I didn't want to tell her because, it's awkward when someone knows you're a therapist, and yeah. But she's great. So thank you, Lisa. And so that's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, is just the accident that I've been involved in. It basically crippled me for, I don't know, a few months, really. It was terrible. I had headaches. I had sensitivity to light, sensitivity to hearing, and I was basically I felt like in prison. Like I couldn't get out of my room for I don't know how many weeks, and it just crippled me, and it took a toll on my family, it took a toll on me, obviously, and it was just a terrible, terrible thing to go through. So I don't wish that upon anyone who has a concussion. Now I understand what you're going through or have gone through, and my heart goes out to you. But stick in there, it'll get better. And yeah. So all right, question number 8 comes from Subhiwala. And Subhiwala asks, what part of the job do you find the hardest? Well, in this job, as far as photography, my YouTube channel and things like that, the part that I find hardest is probably trying to ignore some of the negative feedback you get and just taking that for what it is. I mean, I love constructive feedback, and I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me because it helps me to grow. But when people are just flat out rude and just obnoxious, it's annoying. So I try not to pay attention to any of the negative stuff and just try to focus on the positive stuff and do really what I want to do for the channel based on the feedback that I get from you guys, the positive feedback that I get from you guys. Again, I don't mind some of the negative stuff, but if you're just being obnoxious and just careless and rude, there's no room for that. I don't appreciate it, and I don't like it, so I just ignore that stuff. The only other hard part would be about this job is I am a perfectionist, so I try to do what I can with each video to make sure it is perfect to what I think it should be. And a lot of times that kind of gets in the way because I might do like 3 or 4 takes per shot, and I'm not happy with it. And sometimes I get frustrated and I'm just like, you know what, forget it, I'll just do it later. Ultimately I get it done, but I think sometimes it just gets to you where you're trying to do something, like you've got it in your head and you want to be able to show that on video, but it doesn't come out that way. So that's probably the hardest part as well with having this channel and creating content for it. All right, moving on to question number 9. And this comes from Sam. Sam Crane asks, what is the best purchase you've ever made? Ooh, that's a good one. What is the best purchase I've ever made? The best purchase I've ever made was probably my 2007 Honda Civic Si that I purchased back in 2006. So this car, I don't know if you guys are car enthusiasts or not. For those of you who are, you might know. But I bought a brand new 2007 Honda Civic Si. At that time, they had only made 1,100 of them, so it was a very limited edition of the Honda Civic. And I was looking in the market for it for a few months, and then one day I got a call from a dealer saying, hey, so-and-so ordered their car, but they changed their mind, they no longer want it, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, like absolutely, I want to go. Literally, I drove down to that dealer like that evening and basically bought the car and drove away, and just I had it. It was just the greatest feeling in the world because it was the first car I bought with my own money. And it was something that I waited for like over 2.5 months. No one had it in stock. It was such a hot car at that time. And they only made limited quantities at that time. I don't know if they make limited quantities now, but at that time they only made 1,100 of them. So having one of the 1,100 cars made was just absolutely amazing feeling to have. And it was such a nice car. Unfortunately, I only drove it for like 9,000 miles or 12,000. No, it was 12,000 miles. I drove it for like 12,000 miles. I got rid of it because I ended up getting married and we were expecting. And so my first child, it was a coupe. So it was very difficult for us to put a car seat in the back, and you don't want to have a child in there. So I ended up selling it. I lost like $12,000 on it, but I'm glad it was a girl who bought it from Ohio. At that time I was in Michigan. Her father came down, drove it, loved it, and basically drove it back for her. So I know she was thrilled about it. She was excited about it. So it was nice to see it go to someone who really appreciates a special edition Honda Civic Si. So that was probably the best purchase I've made. Yeah. Let's see. Last but not least, question number 10 comes from Gina Bonds. Are you married and do you have kids? Yes, I am married. I've been married for 12 years now. I have 3 kids, a 10-year-old, 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And really, my kids, my wife are a huge blessing to me. I really absolutely love them, and am super, super proud of all of them. So yes. All right, so that's it for the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get into our winners. Let's go ahead and pick the winners now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did last time. I used an automatic generator to pick the winners, and we'll go ahead and do the same thing now. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so we've got the random comment picker here. I went ahead and put my link on, and it looks like we've got 31 comments. So let's go ahead and pick our first winner. It's going to be Mardrus Khan. Hello. Hi, Mardrus. And I'm sorry you didn't actually give me your IG, so I can't really pick you. And I don't recall getting a separate message from you either. So unfortunately, that will not count. So let's go ahead and pick another winner. But hi. All right, so our winner is Elaine Webb. Elaine Webb, thanks for the opportunity. My IG is such and such. What video do you see yourself? Okay, so let me make sure Elaine is following me on Instagram. MOCHAMAIDEN 2001. Elaine, I'm sorry, I don't see you as my follower on Instagram. So unfortunately, even though I know you commented on here, let me just check one more time. MOCHAMA, no user found. AMAIDEN 2001. So that's not going to work. Elaine, thank you so much for your comment, but you got to follow the directions. I said you got to follow me on Instagram and you got to comment on here. So let's go ahead and pick another one and see who is going to be our first winner. Deadly Tops 1, what struggles did you have making, okay, Deadly, thank you for commenting and thank you for your questions, and I think I'd answered that, but again, I don't have your Instagram on here, so I don't know, and you didn't follow directions, so let's keep going until we find a winner. I need you to follow me on Instagram and also head on there. Sam Crane, what is the best purchase you've made? Sam, I know you follow me on Instagram because you've actually messaged me. So not Sam Crane, you are the first winner. So Sam, congratulations, you are the winner once again. I know you were the winner in my first one as well. So congratulations on winning again. And yeah, DM me on IG, on Instagram. Our second winner is gonna be Subhiwala. Congratulations. Let's see, side note, I hope you make it to 2K by the end of the year. So, Subhiwala, thanks. I know this is your second comment. I know you had also commented on my other video, on this video with your IG. So let me show everyone that just so you guys are aware. She or he, I think it is, did comment on the video with her IG. I remember seeing that. So let's go in here and let me take a look. I think your Instagram's on here. Yes, at Subhiwala. So Subhiwala, you are the second winner. So those are our two winners. Congratulations to you both. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the winners being picked. Congratulations to both of the winners. Make sure you DM me on Instagram so I can go ahead and send those gift cards out to you. And again, for those of you that didn't win, thank you for participating. And please make sure you follow the rules next time. It's normally, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and that way it qualifies you to win. But thank you so much for the comments. I greatly appreciate it. I really enjoyed making this video. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, give me a big thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And make sure you stay tuned for international 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which is only a couple hundred subscribers away. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Again, thank you, and I will see you next time.